Go Ira, third row on your right.
Jayson, your teammates and the coaches have just talked about how, even when you were down, you just kept a good attitude, kept working, believed in yourself. Like, where did that come from, and how difficult was it to keep that attitude?
Right. I mean, I really think that it just, that's just me. I just feel like, I have a lot of drive, and when I set my mind to something, obviously, it's a little setback, but set my mind to it, and I felt like I had a great support system around me here at Florida State that kept me, going, and I just kept pushing for them, and just drove me to the spot where we're here now. Got through fall camp and everything like that, body feeling good and everything. So I'm just ready to go play football at this point with my brothers.
We'll go to Liam on the second row.
Since getting back out there on the field, just how have you felt being able to get out, compete, and work through fall camp?
I feel great. I feel great. Everything has been good in terms of getting me back to this point, and I'm 100% ready to go out and go to battle. So.
Go to Chris on the front row.
Are they letting you do everything, and are you able to participate in all facets of practice at this point?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Aslan back left.
What do you like about this defense? How do you fit into the plans, you think, right now?
All right. I mean, it's so multiple that Coach White just puts us in a lot of positions to make some great plays, and just with the alignments and everything like that, it provides a lot of opportunities for different players to make different type of plays. So that's the one thing about this defense I'm most excited about so far.
I guess how do you fit into that? Do you think?
I mean, I played from a 9 tech all the way down to two eye, so I think that just in terms of me, showing my versatility on the defensive line, I feel like that it's been such a great opportunity to come here and with this defense and show what I really have, all the tools. So.
All right, we'll come back over here to the right, second row for Peter.
Jay, with your experience from the SEC and places in Alabama, how much that really does having that familiarity, especially going against offensive line, does help you to prepare for Alabama this season?
Well, I mean, just knowing, what those guys, at Alabama, obviously, they're pretty established front in terms of, just from, just them and their mentality. They want to, come in here and play a physical brand of football and everything like that. So I feel like, going against that in the SEC just help elevate my game, and that's pretty much every week. You're gonna face teams that that are gonna bring it, and you got to up your game. So I feel like that just elevates your play as a whole.
Liam.
What does Coach Knighton do for you, and how is it working with him? He was very complimentary of you when you were getting back from your injury, but just what is it like in that room working with Coach Knighton?
Right. I mean, T. Knight, he just brings that or provides us with that edge, and he really truly is a coach that is 100% bought in with all the players. I mean, sometimes he knows how to differentiate between being the coach and actually having we could talk about things that are not about football and really like connect on that level. So just having a coach like that that's gonna push you but also love you the same way, it's just great. And he's been such a great part of when I had that little setback, provided a lot of support and everything. So it's been great to have him in my corner, and I can't wait to go out and continue to fight for him this season and play for him. So.
Ira.
When did you realize, okay, like, I'm gonna be able to play in camp? Because it seemed like they weren't sure during the spring and summer. Like, when did you realize this hard work's paid off? I might actually get to play right away.
I feel like just the progressions I made, in the middle part. Kind of like from the spring to the summer, were extraordinary, and I feel like I just worked my tail off to I didn't really have set a time frame, but I just really was set on just working my butt off to be able to get to this point where we are today, and we're a week out and everything like that. And I'm excited. I feel like all this work is really paying off, and I'm just really thankful for that. So.
We'll go back to Aslan on your left.
I think Coach White said that he had a player once that got hurt, like in the preseason, and really tried to hurry up and get back into the rotation. He wanted to make sure that you were going to be absolutely healthy before he could kind of deploy. What does it mean for a guy to carry that much value this early? What were those conversations kind of like about you saying you're ready, but him wanting to make sure that you really were ready?
Right. I mean, this whole time that I could really truly say, from the training staff all the way down to the position coaches, coordinators, and everything. Coach White and T Knight, you know, they've been extremely cautious in this, in me getting me back and everything like that. And you know, I had a conversation with Coach White about the exact same thing. And his whole thing was, you know, we really just want to just make sure when it's time to go, you know, that or when you feel like we see that you're ready, you feel that you're ready, that, you know, it's time to go and everything like that. So, you know, just having that and everything, and just continue to get to work at the same time has been good. And, you know, I feel great. You know, like I said, you know, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to play football and, you know, really show out in Doe Campbell. So.
Come back to Ira.
You guys have so many different body types and backgrounds and on that defensive line, and guys that have played inside, or maybe now can play some outside, vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Is it fun, just like in practice, like seeing guys get to do new things, and how good do you feel about that group and all the different options you guys have?
Oh yeah, I mean, just sometimes we'll have Daryl Jackson out in the 5. I'll go to the 3. You know, Daniel Lyons go to the 5. James inside. Like, we can really switch it up, and you know, just having that versatility on the defensive line with so many, like you said, body types and different tools and everything like that, just to showcase up front. I mean, that's you know, that can be a game changer. We really realize that. And we've been really working hard to really sharpen our tools in each area, from the edge rushing to the inside, and just making sure that we're, whatever situation that's needed, whether, you know, I got to go to tackle, or, you know, or whatever, like, we're ready to go. We're ready to play a high brand of football, and you know, just really showcase what this defensive line is about.
We'll stay over there for Matt.
You talked about going up against Alabama. The SEC trenches are known to be the best in the country. How is going up against the Florida State offensive line compared to going up against SEC offensive line?
Right. I mean, one thing they bring in for sure. I mean, with the additions, you know, with Micah and Gunner, and you know, Luke Pettibon, you know, Richie and Medball and everything like that. I mean, those guys going against them has been great in terms of, you know, just iron sharpens iron. And this camp, you know, got a lot of good on good and everything like that, being able to go against those guys, and that's making both sides of the ball better. So, I mean, you know, just, yeah, I mean, obviously some of those guys are playing in the SEC too, so just having that, you know, same, you know, type of physicality in practice and everything like that has been great for everybody. So, yes, sir. Yeah.
Ira.
When you played with Elijah 2 years ago, does he seem like the same guy, or has he gotten better? Like, what have you seen out of Elijah since you guys have been here?
Right. Well, I mean, Elijah always been a physical player, really downhill player. But I feel like Elijah, you know, from you know, from the time we was at Tennessee and everything like that, I feel like in terms of his IQ of the game, he was already a smart football player, but he's miles ahead of what, you know, the typical college football linebacker is, in terms of IQ and everything like that, being able to see stuff before and just play with true instinct. You know, I really feel like, you know, he's made a lot of strides, and you know, I know that he's ready to go play just as much as we all are. So, you know.
Aslan.
With them kind of starting a quarterback that doesn't have as much maybe starting experience as a guy like Tommy does, is it safe to say you guys are assuming that they're going to really try to maybe establish the run game? And how important is it to hold up against the run and also affect him early to maybe rattle with this home field advantage you guys will have?
Right. Well, I mean, we're preparing for all situations. You know, you really never know where the football game is going to go. We just got to just have elite preparation and you know, really dial in on all our keys and everything like that going into this game. And you know, obviously, you know, just from looking at the tape, seems like Ty Simpson has a lot of athletic ability, throwing ability, and everything like that. So we really have to, you know, just play with our keys, you know, trust our coaching and everything like that. And yeah, I mean, I think we'll be in a good shape for sure.
All right, Chris.
You talked about playing from like the 9 to the 2 and everything in between. Is there a spot where you think it fits your skill set, your toolbox the best?
Right. Well, I mean, personally, I think base down, obviously, you know, I think I'm a really good, strong side. But you know, we get in the third down. I think you know just from 3 tech, and down. I mean, I really feel like I'm really versatile. So yeah, I think that's probably be my bread and butter: 5 tech, 3 tech, 9 tech, whatever.
All right, last one, Aslan.
I know you guys each have individual roles and responsibilities, but Daryl's performance, what is he gonna bring to your guys' defense? How important is it for him to play strong? What will that allow you guys to do if he is able to play strong?
Well, I mean, Daryl Jackson is a very, very strong human. His presence is felt on the field absolutely at all times. And, I feel like, obviously, if we all play up to the standard here that is set at Florida State, I believe, in the trenches, I believe that, we're going to have a lot of success. So, I mean, we all, each and every day, throughout this camp, just for practicing with each other, we try and hold each other to that standard. And it's only one way we play here, and it's fast and physical football. So, we all are trying to make each other better and trying to lean on each other to push each other to that next level. So, Daryl, he's gonna go out there and do his thing for sure, and I can say that with a lot of assurance. So.
All right, thanks, Jayson.